carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Mariota. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Charles Harris in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Steps away to his left. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They run it with Ballage. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 52 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
To throw is Winston. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Balaj. And now running right through it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go play action. Winston. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The catch made by Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Winston. It's complete to Grant. He got 29 yards that time.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Ready, move ready. Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now Jameis on second down. And Winston lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll run it here with Bernard, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Second down, Winston. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Winston to throw it this time. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 51 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Braxton Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Mariota now on second down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Going deep for Walker. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Winston now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third and long here for Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins getting set to go here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Off the play fake, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's got Miller. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half here. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. Jakeem Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Throwing, Winston. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Mariota. And that's caught by Smith. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
They run. This is Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Balaj. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 78 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And some room to work. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin with Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Mariota now. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 66 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw Mariota, eluding the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they'll go on the ground. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the counter, it's Henry. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.